Hi guys, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is the first time I'm coming across my channel, you're welcome. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notification bell so anytime I drop a new video you'll be notified. And for my old subscribers, thank you for always coming back to watch my videos. I'm super grateful, guys. So this video is actually long overdue. I was supposed to drop it a few days back, but due to my exams and preparation for Christmas and also the way the weather has been doing I've been lazy, so I just kept postponing it. But yes, here I am making a video for you guys. And yes, so today's video I'm going to be answering some questions I got in my comment section concerning my study permit and my husband's work permit and everything around it. So if it's something you're interested in, just keep watching. So I'll be reading the question, not in any order, but I think I have like 5 to 6 questions, yes, and most of them are actually similar. So I'll read them and answer them. So the first question says, how was I able to apply for a visitor's visa for my husband together and not separately? Okay, the thing is, there's no law or there's no rule that says that you should apply separately or you should apply together. It's just based on what you want and what you feel is good for you. What are you best want to do it? For us, we wanted to come together. We didn't want to have to stay back. If at all my son is going to be staying back, he should still have a visitor's visa so he can easily come and visit, so that there will not be any problem. And I think the reason why some people actually like to apply first before applying for their spouse or their dependent is to probably have more home ties, so that they'll be able to explain well to the visa officer that they have reasonable and well established home ties, like they still have their spouse in Nigeria, so definitely they are coming back. I still have my children back in Nigeria, so I'm coming back just to prove that they have home ties. And another thing is they probably fund. So a lot of people have different things to this why they don't want to apply together with their dependents, and some, for us, we just feel I don't want to, for me, I don't want to stay I don't want to, Nathaniel has not stayed away from me, so would I have to bring her or alone with me, then I have to juggle school with her, and knowing that daycare fee is actually very expensive. Like, I don't know how the whole thing is going to be for me when I get here, so it's better I have my husband come with me. Let's do, and with the fact that I'm the one going to school, you understand that, like, we just had to sit down and know the best way to go about it. And for us, we just said no, let's just apply together. And a lot of people have their own reason for applying separately too, so there's no rule that says that you should apply separately or you apply together. Fine, if you apply separately, then probably when the person gets to Canada after maybe months or year or weeks, you can even apply for your spouse, and it's actually very easy to get. And for my husband, because he was actually working, as at then, so he had to just apply for leave. That was because we already know that if when we come together, we see that going back will not really be visible, because based on what we've heard, that coming together actually make more sense. Because when you come, there's something called flag pulling. He can easily flag pull and get his work permit, and that was what he did. There's another route people look at, like when they come with a visitor's permit and your wife or your husband, your spouse, is on study permit, you can actually flag pull to get a work permit. So I hope I have answered that one to some extent. Yeah. So how did you do your proof of funds? How I did my proof of funds? Okay, the thing about proof of funds is it's not enough to have funds. It's not enough to just have the money, but it's how you're able to convince the visa officer that these funds are there, like you have the money there to actually spend on this study to spend on this course, not just having it. So it's not to just have the money, it's about how you can convince them that yes, this money is there and you can actually spend it on this. So I'm going to drop a sample of how I was able to explain my funds in my SOP and all. So just keep watching to the end so you can get the memo. So you just keep watching so you can just, you know, see what I'm trying to say. I don't know how to explain it, but yes, it wasn't as if I had the money, it wasn't as if I had I had the fund there, but I was able to explain how I was able to pay the money for the 2 years course, because I'm actually doing the 2 years course. So I was able to explain that okay, this year this is how and how I'm going to pay the money for the first year, and the second year this is how and how I'm going to pay the money. So I was able to explain that well in my SOP. So the third question says, how important is travel history? Travel history for me, before we applied, we were hearing a lot of stories about travel history. You have to have a lot of stamps on your passport. You have to have traveled to a lot of places and all. But for me, I don't have any travel history. I've not traveled out of Nigeria before. Even ordinary Badagry. Okay, Badagry during the excursion in primary school. But Badagry is even in Nigeria now. What am I even saying? Like Cotonou, Ghana. I've not been there. Like I've not been anywhere outside Nigeria. So there was no travel history for me. So I don't think travel history is a big deal. You have to have a travel history before you get to. A lot of people have gotten this Canadian visa, totally permit without any travel history. It's just how you are able to prove to the visa officer that I'm coming for this course, and after this course you are going to definitely leave. Because when you see some rejection, they are probably the visa officer is concerned that you are not going to return back to your home country after your study. So you have to be sure, you have to be convincing in your SOP. See, this whole thing is just based on how you write your SOP, because there's no interview. You're not sitting in front of anybody to explain this is what and what you want to do. So everything you have to say, everything you have in your head, everything you have in your hand, everything you have in your bank, everything you have to be communicated in your SOP. So that is why at the end of this video I'm going to give you a short a demo, or like how will I call it? I'm going to put out something like a template to follow to write your SOP, like the way I wrote my own. I'm not saying my own is the best way to write, or I'm sure there are other ways out there, but my own can actually also probably help you. Like you have the ideas in your head, you have a lot of information to just how to put it down. That is the issue. So I'm going to be dropping that towards the end of the video, so make sure you watch the end. So how did you write your SOP? Like I said, I'll be dropping my template towards the end of this video, but I was able to, my SOP was about 5 pages. Something about SOP that I've noticed that people have really said about it on YouTube, on some immigration pages and all, is try to keep it simple. So I'll be dropping the template and my SOP and how you can write a good SOP towards the end of this video. So just make sure you watch to the end so you can get it and see how to actually structure your SOP. It was how I did mine, and I've seen other people do theirs like that, and it has been helpful. So I'm sure it's going to help you to probably just get 1 or 2 ideas from this and add it to what you already have if you started already, or have it so you can build on it. So next question is, did your husband submit the SOP? Yes, my husband submitted his own SOP, because talking about his job, why he want to go with us, why he definitely come back, his own house, and also his own SOP wasn't really too serious. Just say that okay, why I want to go with us and why he's going to come back. I know, I think his own was just like a page or 2 pages. I can't really remember, but it wasn't that long. It wasn't that serious. Just to explain more on what I actually said. So the next question is, I don't have enough funds for school fees. How do I go about sourcing for funds. Okay, this one, the thing is, for me, I don't even know how to answer this kind of question. But the thing is, I believe this kind of movement, like this study route, is actually more expensive compared to the personal resident permanent residency route. That if you don't have enough funds, though you have funds but it's not enough, then you can probably apply for loan. I'm sure of Empower loan. There's just that the interest rate can be very killing and can be very can be very annoying. But I think it's something people have been doing, have been going for, Nigerians have been going for, and it has been helping them. And I'm sure that, but something about the Empower is they don't have, not all schools, they don't they're not applicable to all universities, to all schools in Canada. I think so. Before you can say you want to apply for Empower loan, you have to be sure that the school you are applying for is under Empower. Like Empower can actually disburse money to them. That's what I'm trying to say. And I'm also aware that some schools actually give loan. That's when you actually entered, like you've resumed, and you've probably paid maybe a term or something. Because a friend of mine was talking about that, about her school, and I'm sure University of Alberta too does that. There's this loan body too. Just look around the loan. I think loan can, and be sure that you can pay the interest. The most thing about the loan is just the annoying interest rate, but for that moment you are able to pay what you have to pay, and you're able to, am I even making sense? The thing is, I think if you have enough money, just get a loan. Yes, I think you can get a loan and see how you can work through it. Those are the questions I have here. Try to answer them to my best understanding, and I hope you've learned one or two things. Now I'll share with you the SOP I spoke about. If you have any questions concerning the SOP, you can just drop it in the comment section. Just keep watching and enjoy. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.